If you swing first, the elasticity of the whip cannot be transferred to the ball. Let me give you a more important tip. If you watch my swing just now, it will look smooth and slow. I tried hitting the ball with a more relaxed tempo than usual. I am in my 40s and weigh 68 kilo. I don't do any strength training, so I have an average build. Today, I have prepared a way to achieve distance even with an average or below average build. Most of you who have been following my lesson videos and practicing have likely increased your distance. Today's content doesn't deviate much from the previous lessons, but there are some parts I want to emphasize more. Please watch the video until the end. People with good physical strength and strong bodies can hit far no matter how they swing. However, if you have average or below average strength like me, you need to use this tool well instead of relying on your body. I want to become a master at maximizing energy with this tool. The way I just hit the shot was by using the club like a whip. Imagine a whip and a club. The images that come to mind are clearly different. The reason I mentioned a whip is that while a club has a certain heaviness, a whip has elasticity. I believe that ordinary golfers like us, excluding the Hulk, should use the elasticity of the whip rather than the heaviness of the club. The characteristic of whipping is that it doesn't go past the target. On the other hand, clubs or sticks push through the target as they hit, striking until they break. Those who watch professional wrestling as kids can easily imagine this. Therefore, if you swing by pushing past the ball, it is not whipping. You start with your hands at the top and then stop. Then the end of the club goes in and hits the ball. Stopping here means not applying any more force, not staying at the top. This means that you apply force at the top. And once the force is transferred to the end of the club and the head, you release the force and follow through immediately. This is the principle of the whip, and it is the key to hitting far, even with a gentle swing. The more average or below average your physical strength or build, the more you need to use this technique. It may seem like nothing, but focusing on a large swing arc, side bending, body lead, and other such things makes it difficult to release the force and hit far. Who pays attention to such body movements when whipping? I will now try a swing where I apply force at the top, transfer it to the end of the club, and then release it immediately like a whip. You may have seen my swing in slow motion just now, but no matter how much you observe the video, you won't see me applying force at the top and then releasing it immediately. But I really did apply force at the top and then stop like a whip. As I mentioned earlier, stopping doesn't mean keeping my hands there. It means applying force at the top and then following the released club. For example, if I place the club at my waist and spin it as fast as I can, it won't generate speed. Speed comes from here. The body turns in the middle. This is the kind of image you should have. You can't achieve whipping with just your torso. Many people try to increase speed by opening their body like this and competing to see how much their hips can turn. However, the whipping we do with the club should be based on the principle that the body opens because of the whip, not by opening the body more. Imagine this. You can't throw a ball while sprinting at full speed. You would stop and then throw the ball at the end. Similarly, you can't hit the ball if you keep opening your body. You need to stop. Where should you stop? At the top, the body stops, hits, and follows through. the body stops at the top. You go to the top and whip towards the ball. The body doesn't turn first. If it does, the elasticity of the whip can't be transferred to the ball. Let me give you a more important tip. You might have played with a pen like this during your school days. If you hold it lightly and shake it, it looks like the pen is bending. You don't hold it stiffly and shake it like this, nor do you completely let go of the pen. If you can do this, you can lightly hold it and even hit your palm hard with this short pen. The image I just showed you with the pen is the kind of elasticity you should apply in your swing, like a whip or whipping. You do this with the club. Shake it like I showed you with the pen. Shake it and focus the force on the end. Add force to the head at the top and immediately release it. Then follow through. Imagine the image I showed you with the pen. Shake the club and add force to the end. Add force and immediately release it to follow through. This is a nearly simultaneous action, so you can't observe it in slow motion. Just like the pen looked like it was bending when I shook it, but it wasn't actually bending. Make the club look like it's bending by applying elasticity at the top. Imagine the image of holding the pen lightly but not completely letting go. Swing with the image of making the club look like it's bending. Add force to the end at the top. Release it immediately and follow through. The less strength you have, the more you need to use this elasticity. No matter how fast we turn, we are slower than the club in the swing. If you just use strength and make a big arc or keep turning, it's hard to achieve the elasticity of a whip or whipping. At the top, like the image of the pen, release the head at the top, let the force go to the end, and immediately release it. The head will hit and strike the ball, and the hands will slow down. The head will lead to the finish. This way, the club's speed increases, and relatively, the body feels slower. So even if you hit lightly, the club feels stronger. The whipping or whipping like a whip I described is all about using the golf club well to maximize power. If we lack strength, it's hard to generate more power, but we can release more power. Golf swings can increase energy efficiency by using this tool. It's not a body-only sport that relies solely on strength. With a little practice, anyone can do it. If you've played with a pen to make it look like it's bending, you can do this. If you have any additional questions about this content, please use the comments. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching today.